Good morning, everybody. Hopefully, you had a wonderful day. My name is Brian Mitchell. I'm a chemical engineer and a stock option trader looking to make more people more money. Today, we made $500 trading stock options, and I did a pre market analysis this morning showing how I was going to make this. And that video is linked in the description of this video. Now, this morning, I took a trade on SPY. I don't want to focus on there just yet. I want to focus on IWM. So IWM, there's a lot of stuff on this chart. If you want to see how I marked all of that up, go watch this morning's video. But the sentiment was that price was going to take out all of this chop here in the morning and trade into this imbalance and then have a reaction of some sort. We did not see a push higher. We did see price come back down, but I traded puts anyways in the morning, and so this was fine. Now, in general, stocks on these watch lists will move the same because they're all touching pretty similar, if not the same sectors of the market. And so all I do is look for the setup that will give me the easiest trade on whichever stock it pops up. So for me, that was going to be SPY. So right now, what you want to look for is that we see a break in structure past this low here, and we see a very strong move. This isn't a just a weak move. This is a very strong push to the downside, blasting out this high or this low, and this low. Sorry. On bigger time frames, this is considered chop. You can consider it a trend line, whatever you want to call it. My favorite thing to call it is chop. So I have a lot on this chart right now. I'm going to delete some of it. Now that we identified a very strong leg to enter from, I dropped down on smaller time frames. That's why you see this circle right here with this gray zone, because that's where I drew my imbalance for my entry. I dragged this over, okay, all the way to over here. And then my entry point would have been above this high. That would have been the optimal entry. But I started entering my contracts as price tapped into this area and scaled into it until we got up here. My last scale I was way before then, so I was a little bit down. But as we can see, the next 5 minutes, price recovered pretty nicely. We had a very strong move to the downside past this chop, and I exited my trade just below these lows here. Okay, so the key takeaways that I want you guys to understand from this video is one, it's much easier to deal with price in a range than it is to deal with price in the long term. So that's why I mark out all of the weekly, monthly, and daily highs and lows to show me a range of where price is. The next thing is that when you see strong movements in the market like this, that is always an indication that you want to be trading in correlation with with whatever side you see. So you see how this move is very strong to the downside. It looks like a straight drop. In the future, it's not guaranteed that it's going to be a straight drop again, but there could be some type of reaction that mimics this drop. And so you want to copy that. And the next thing that I want to point you guys' attention to is if I go to a 15-minute chart, we are going to start seeing price fill imbalances, which is going to help us get back to our normal trading sentiment of calls. Remember, calls are going to be your favorite trade when you're trading. And the reason for that is because overall, the market is going to move higher over time. And so you're going to lose less money betting that the stock will go up, and you will make more money because the stock is going up. And so what you want to do is you want to wait for price to break a high, and then there will be zones down here. There'll be one here. There could be some in here. There will be all types of reaction areas, and you would want to catch price as it falls into one of these reaction areas and take a trade that way. It could go into that one, or it could also go into this one and form a low to break another high. And you want to do that over and over and over and just spam that setup. And so tomorrow morning, I will post my trading sentiment again. It will most likely be the same because nothing has really changed significantly. We're still in the weekly range and the previous day's range. We took out the previous day high, which is good. If I go back to a daily chart, just to see where price is contextually, we see price swept that high. And so maybe we could potentially be looking at this previous day's low as a target. But for me, my sentiment is always when prices become lower, I'm always looking to bet that the stock is going up. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Hopefully this helps, and goodbye.